cooking my leftovers from yesterday's barbecue. I had bruschette, they're in here. That's pretty much like equivalent of one bruschette left, and it's warming with the coals. You can turn it. Bon appétit! It's springtime. What you see here, it's called a trout lily. It has these colors like this. It's a leaf. At the bottom of the root, of the stem, there's a bulb. The bulb is the one you eat. They say you should boil it for 25 minutes. It might be Emeric, and in French I don't know what Emeric means. But you see this big one, you just peel off the skin, you look for the biggest leaves, and then after that there's a second leaf that grow, and there's a yellow flower. That's all I want, is when there's one leaf. Break it apart, wash it off. Trout lily. Very juicy. It's simply amazing. This bacon, maple bacon, over the fire like that. Amazing. Totally tastes almost like chocolate.
Oh, it's awesome. Candied bacon.
Candy. Yeah. So me and my friend here, we discovered this patch. We're gonna keep it secret. It's legal to get wild garlic like this, up to 50 per person. But if we get 50 per person, I guess here there's no more patch. And the big leaves like that, it takes about 7 years for the garlic to be mature. This one I just pulled it right out of the ground. Like, we have an opportunity for a very good salad. So it's the first time we ever did the Dakota fire pit. The opening here is not that big because of all the rocks, but we can see there's a lot of air draft going this way. My first Dakota fire pit. Well, his first. The mister here dug it. So you have a nice draft, so you can use it to forge metal, or to maximum heat with less wood, embers. Over here we got our chicken barbecuing. I know it's ready, or just making sure to put the nice last grill on it. I have this onion I grilled on a grandpa fork, and we have the wild garlic for the salad. We're gonna grab trillium leaves and trout lily to make ourselves a nice salad, chicken salad. Let's go get some trout lily. So I showed you the trout lily just before. I showed you how it looked. I'm stuck here. Okay, and this is the wild garlic bulb here. That's the stuff I'm gonna put in my salad right away. So this is gonna become very good food. So first of all, the leaf, I'll just fold it, and use this knife just to make it in lanyards. Little cooking trick, folding your vegetables. So a little leaves in my salad, and this here, I'm just gonna it's like a shallot. I cut myself. No, no. Just joking. Kenny Dolting. Now, my friend, you want some chicken? It's here.
Yep.
You want some more? Grab it here, from here.
Oh, that's alright. Nice.
So I grilled an onion on top of the embers. Got a bit of real onion, city onion, grocery store onion. I got those wild garlic pieces. Hold on. Very good. And I have the bulbs of the chopped lily. And now for the tasting. Hey, I want my tea. Where's my tea? Is it ready? And the leaves, with the trillium leaves obviously, and some of the wild garlic leaves.
Tea is ready, sir.
The chicken, all I would need in here is wild fungi, some fungi. My tea is ready?
Sure thing.
Thank you. This meal, of course we ate bacon earlier. That bacon was amazing. The principle of this meal, in the spring, some of these flowers, they grow into flowers, some of these leaves and everything, there's a flower that grows. So you cannot grab trillium leaves if the flower went on it, with the little red, white or yellow flower. Same with the chopped lily. Wild garlic, you take the biggest leaves, which means they are to maturity. Just take a few, make a meal, that's it. And this is not my best work, but if you go many times at the same spot, or you're going to spend long periods of time, it takes a bit more time than using simply a piece of wood and something to lever this piece of wood. This stick is also nice to pick up lily cans, so it's marvelous if you're making broths and boiling, slow boiling, or even if you have a strong enough piece of wood, you can use a small Dutch oven here and bake some bread. And it's not pretty simple, straightforward. You can decide to heat your stuff faster or higher to have less heat coming into. So take those pine needles and just break them apart so the infusions is better. And I'm going to use more of these, or spruce boughs, to filter any needles that can get stuck into my drink. So this is going to infuse slowly next to the fire. We're going to make some hot tea with some of that. It's a good spring tonic. I just put some in my coffee. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We got our birch water in our cups ready to drink. Remember that old trick when people said when it's hot use paper? Use paper to grab it so you don't burn yourself? That's the old trick I learned. And here we have the birch water. And in here I have pine needle infusion. It's white. It didn't make any color. Let's put it back near the fire. Trillium with white flower. Trillium without the flower. With the flower it's more acidic. And after spring these plants are gone. This is the plant. Leaf you can eat. Like a cow. They come in red, white or yellow flowers. These are the candle holder. So you just have the birch bark, rather long lanyards. I just have that one, but it's gonna be good. Just wedge it, bring it down. That's the tail. That's good. Chaga for today. This morning's chaga tea. Good. All of you that goes in the woods, you might have an axe or a knife with you, or certain times a machete. In this case, I have the SP8 Ontario knife survival machete. For all the details of this blade, it's supposed to be a convex blade with something like a saw. Okay. You can just push forward to saw. I've noticed that end here I could sharpen it, but I use it mostly for digging, for pulling things out of dirt, and it's safer if you're using this knife in a canvas tent. I mean, if you want to just give a shot or something, or if you're batoning, the tip will not rip anything, and if you're waving around, you know, like banging, I call that a banger. If you're banging it around, that's a safer thing. And I'm gonna put gloves. I did something to the blade which permits me to do what I'm gonna show you. When you get these blades, they're convex, and convex, they just poke through the wood. They just poke through the wood. You can't really go down. If I just want to take a piece of part of the stick, just like any woodworker do with a good axe, I can shimmy, I can get chims off one slap. Okay, when I did use it for the first time, that wasn't really possible. Only a Scandinavian grind or axe, a knife or an axe can do that. So also what I really like about it is I can use it as a draw knife with my gloves, obviously, and very comfortable, very nice. I can leave it on my belt here and just pull. Okay, that's why I find this knife, this blade, very versatile. It's 1/4 of an inch thick, so you can split pieces of wood as big as this, put it on top, bang it. Yeah, it might bend a bit because of the way the grain of the wood, but all in all, I've had this for maybe 4 years, and it's been used every summer. And for a 1/4 inch steel blade that I adapted that angle here, the bevel, it's not a perfect Scandi grind, but at least I made it a bit more smoother, maybe more hollow, but not hollow, but it's getting to a Scandinavian grind edge, which I'm working on, so, you know, sometimes. So I'm just going to show it to you again. Put it here. That's what I like to do with it. I want to make a straight piece of wood, let's say, take all the notches away, and then I can just get all the shims down in one slap. That's why this knife is my favorite machete. Carry around with me. The sheath, you can modify it. It had a string here to keep it around against your leg. It's broken. If you go a lot outdoors, every little details are important. It's something that's getting to a habit. How simple can your kit be? Just get out there and you'll figure out that you'll have to simplify your kit. Like those one size fits all cap with the Velcro patch. I want to show you real quick, as this is pretty much my first aid kit and many other things. It's called a shemag. When I got this cut, I put my foot on the ground on the shemag and I ripped it. I ripped it apart. I'll show you an example right here. You can rip it. So that I used to wrap my finger around, and with the other part I used to make a tourniquet on my arm here, so the blood doesn't go all through to the wound I made myself right here in wood. So this shemag is kind of a first aid kit. It's also a good bandana. I really think I don't have the right technique, but I'm just doing it roughly. Okay, so this here, like this. So in this setup here, it's good for cold nights, buggy area, or if I'm blowing air on the fire, like that. At night, as a balaclava in your sleeping bag, and as I said, as a wrapping, as a dressing or tourniquet if you're wounded. So all in all, this is my first aid kit. I have some alcohol pads, but in terms of plasters and things like that, there's so much stuff in the wood that I can use to heal my wounds in these woods that I didn't really bother bringing the first aid kit. I just have some, as I said, alcohol pads and this shemag. That's all. Thank you for watching.
No stencils. Juicy. Like an apple. Woo. Mm. lemon tea, huh? We only have happy birds here. That was the Dakota fire pit. Down there the earth is pretty cold. So, how about that? Oh, they're still cool. Let's go wash it off. When you wanna, remember this machete is very thick. So the work I'm doing here on certain woods and certain thickness won't work, okay? What I'm gonna do is just hit like that. Make it go forward. Hit it nicely. Okay. All right. Okay. So I leave the blade away from me, and when you're using a blade, you're supposed to have a 360 degree of no one or nothing around you that you can hit. Okay. Like this. So if there's anyone around, they have to move. I'm gonna keep on trimming here. Very nicely sharpened also, that helps a lot. So this stick, it's very convenient to have a machete when you're in the woods, because compared to an axe, you have a longer surface of cutting, which makes your life easier. Hey, I'm living good.
Bunch of redneck
Robin Hood.
Hey, we're living good. Back in the woods.
Back in the woods.
Back in the woods.
Make it a double. Woo!